2015 marks the 150th anniversary of the end of America's Civil War. Or, if you are a Southerner, you might still want to call it the war between the states. And if you are still a Southern partisan, you might actually call it the war of Northern aggression. Being a Yankee, I prefer the Civil War, thank you very much. Even though it was anything but civil, don't you know? It was America's bloodiest and costliest war in terms of human loss. Reenactments will be held all over America at battle sites of the Civil War during this year. Men will dress in blue and gray. They will load muskets, affix bayonets. They will fight in hand-to-hand combat. They will pretend to take a hill. They will cower in trenches, and they will feign to die in the mud and the muck. A lot of care goes into making sure that these reenactments are historically accurate. There will be a great deal to learn. Many will be there to honor history, and some to memorialize ancestors who died on either side of the fighting. It stirs in some feelings of great pride and in others shame. But despite all the effort in these reenactments to stir up something of the feeling of the times, what with its hopes and fears that those who fought bore in their hearts, we all know that the outcome is already decided. We have a union. Pray God we keep it. Jesus won the decisive battle of history in the spiritual war that really matters. Calvary was Gettysburg. The Civil War would rage on for more than 2 years after the decisive battle was fought on July 3rd, 1863. But the war was over. Really, we can look back and see now. In the same way, though 2,000 years have passed since the cross of Christ, no matter how it may look that evil is flourishing, the war is over. He won the victory there. Evil may continue, but it's fighting a losing battle. It's beaten no matter how it appears. And now, by putting our faith in Jesus, we are not waiting for Him to come back to marshal the forces of a big final conflict in the world, because it is already done. We are now free to live in the power of His victory, free to do justice, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with God, and to do that as a witness to His completed work. It's now up to us only to reenact the way of Christ in our time, to live as He did, to forgive as He did, to love as He did, to bring peace as He did. The war is over. Now let us win the battle for the hearts and minds of the world.